And he covered a lot of yours, who I'm talking to tonight. He covered a lot of your transgressions. He covered a lot of your sins, and you know it. You know he never exposed you, but you so quick to expose others. Or watch this, even if you don't expose them, you so quick to jump on the bandwagon with everybody else who's exposing other people. Evil. It's not of God. I don't care what you say. I met the real Jesus, and I was in the holiness church. I came up in holiness and Pentecostalism. And I was one of the hardest people on people. I'm talking about when I first got saved, they taught me to be like that. You just learn it. It's a unspoken language. If you find out somebody doing something wrong, the first thing you start doing is judging them. This is the church. But you don't know what they've been through. But see, if it was you want somebody to understand, like, you need to understand how I got here. I really love God, and this and this happened, and this led to this. You want everybody to understand you, but when something happens to them, you don't want to understand them. You so quickly forget about how God was kind to you. You want to know what God is solidifying me in the shadow way? These kind of things. These kind of things he's talking to me about the church and how the earth needs to be. Because if it wasn't for the grace of God, there go I. If it wasn't for God's goodness, there go I. If it wasn't for how good God has been to me and merciful, I wouldn't be nothing today. And you wouldn't be either. If God is exposing somebody and he is doing something in their life, it ain't for you to laugh, point a finger, or jump in with those who are judging them. It's for you to intercede for them. It's God's business to judge and expose his own people. I told you about that when your mom and dad whooping you. And if they see you laughing and jumping in, they're going to beat your butt too. Oh, the accusers are going to get their butt beat too by God. It's just a matter of time. The ones accusing and pointing a finger, he going to beat their butt too. If he is exposing somebody, he going to come back around and get those other children who are laughing or who are accusing, who are not praying and being quiet and sitting their butt down. When God is exposing someone, you need to sit down, buckle up, and shut up. If you jump in, judge ye not, lest ye what? Be judged. He says, when I'm beating somebody or correcting them or judging them, don't you jump in. You pray for them. You restore them. You walk in love with them. You don't judge them. You don't forsake them, because he don't do you like that. If I'm exposing them, that don't mean you ain't God, you ain't me, you ain't God, you ain't me. You don't have the power to judge people like I do. So if I allow it to happen, make sure you're not on the wrong side of me. Even if I'm using the wrong side to judge one of my servants. I said, Lord, that's powerful. Because he said, yeah, I will stir the devil up against my servants as a judgment. But when I'm done using him to make them come forth out of the fire like gold, I'm going to burn up the dross, everything that is unusable after that. And that's what makes you unusable. If you're part of the accuser of the enemy, his kingdom, you're unusable after God even finished judging a servant. You're in trouble. You're left with nothing. Stop doing it. That's all I hear the Lord say. Stop doing it. Error on the side of love. Error on the side of mercy, but not judgment. Because when you err on the side of judgment, it's going to boom around. You got to be judged. And I'm going to tell you, you're not going to like it. It's going to hurt you. And most people sometimes don't even make it to heaven after they have to be judged for judging other people. Because when it happens to them, their whole attitude, their whole spirit develops an error in it, which takes them to hell after it. You don't know how dangerous it is. You better be careful.